What about cultivating talent? How would parents know if their child is a prodigy or not?
Yeah.
And without exposing them to the music, to dancing, singing lessons, those are all very expensive.
Right, it's very expensive. And we as parents, if you have a child who seems to excel at something, sports, drama, singing, as a good parent, you absolutely must cultivate this talent, don't you? And the first thing we do to help our kids develop what is naturally within them is we hire a private coach. And in doing that, we're sort of raising tiny little narcissists. We we talk about the child's great talent in front of the coach. The coach is always going to agree, by the way, because you're paying the coach, right? Yes, of course this child is talented and needs needs the skills that I can teach them. And a lot, what happens is, and it's fine, it's great. There's a few things that you have to know. First of all, someone's always going to come on with natural talent without any coaching and could outperform your child in any way, right? In sports, drama, anything. And a lot of these kids, like Whitney Houston, learned how to sing in church. A lot of these kids learn how to sing at religious organizations, right? So I'm one of the parents that has a child who sings, so I pay a lot of money for singing lessons. And I know for sure, after writing this book, I know for sure, listen, if you want the singing lessons, get the singing lessons. But these are not guaranteeing anything. Someone can come in without any formal training and sing my kid right off the stage. If, you know, that could happen. And I take my singing lessons, I spend my money on singing lessons knowing that. We don't do them every week now. We might do them every other, and then we spend the other time practicing, because it's practice that makes perfect, isn't it? It's not lessons. So I go into schools and different organizations, and I was in a town in Massachusetts, and they're like, listen, the Harvard lacrosse team, right? What if your kid doesn't, these parents are serious, right? They're talking about the Harvard lacrosse team. And I was like, wow, Harvard has a lacrosse team. My daughter actually plays lacrosse. I was so interested to hear that. And they said, how do you teach your child the discipline? How do you teach your child willpower if you don't have them enrolled in some sort of discipline? And dance, or, where they have to go every week and they have to practice So it turns out the only thing that leads to a child's success is willpower and self-control. What they were telling me is self-confidence. What the researcher told me is self-confidence does not lead to success at all. It's the other way around. If you succeed in something, you will feel confident. But having confidence doesn't help you achieve your goals. So, like I said, it's hard work and self-control. So willpower, which is self-control, that is really the key to us achieving anything in life, right? I mean, you can be really talented, but if you don't put the work in, you're not going to do it, right? You're not going to get to where you need to be. So willpower is like a muscle, in that you can build your willpower up over time, and you can deplete it throughout the day. But the way you build it up, especially in children, are cheap and is free. So what you do is you use, you focus at a time you normally wouldn't focus during the day. So you have your kids sit up straight all the time, or you have them eliminate contractions. I have 2 preteen girls, so my favorite is eliminate the use of the word like. You have them make their beds every day, brush their teeth with their other hand. And what they've found, what science has found, is when you improve your willpower in one area, it spills over to all aspects of your life. So yes, we have to teach our kids discipline, of course. But do we have to do it by spending $150 an hour, you know what I mean? Or, thousands of dollars on dance shoes and traveling soccer, probably not. Now, we can do those things if we want to. But they don't. You can spend every single dime you're supposed to spend, and you're not guaranteed success. You're not guaranteed the scholarship. In fact, only 5% of varsity high school players will play in college. 5%, and only a sliver of those will get scholarships.
Wow. Yeah, there's a lot of money being spent
and made by the people who are selling these videos to showcase your child's, to send them to college. To recruiters. There's a lot of money to be made in these traveling teams, in the lessons, and the drama, and the costumes. And like I said, I'm in it. I have 2 girls, and one sings, and I see it.
You just want parents to be aware of what they're doing.
Yeah, and of what they're guaranteed to get, which is absolutely nothing. So if you want to buy the singing lessons, go ahead. But just know, if you don't, the kid who is buying them, who might seem like they're getting ahead, I mean, you can't compete with that kid, because then someone else could come in, you know what I mean? You just don't know. If you're enjoying it and you can afford it and your kid is enjoying it, that's fine. If you're doing it so your child doesn't fall behind because other kids are doing it, forget it. If you're doing it to be part of a competition, you're not guaranteed to win.